My name is Heather Collins, and I'm going to be doing a how to Dutch braid demonstration on Courtney for my communications class. Beforehand, I already sectioned it out in two from down the middle. The way I did that is I started from the nose with a comb and went all the way up to the back of her neck. And then I got some water and dapped her hair on the side so that it would be easier and wouldn't mix together. So now this is the part where I have this scrunchy ponytail. I'm going to grab one side, I'm going to gather it all together because I don't want it to mix into what I already have sectioned out because I'm making two braids evenly. Now right here, combing it back so that it'll be easier for me to grab. You don't want to go too rough on their head because you don't know if they could feel the pain. You don't know if it's painful for them. So you just got to be careful. With me, I have this piece of strand of hair. I'm going to separate it in 3 strands. Can you look up, please? Thank you. If you ever have seen a French braid, you know that it goes over, but Dutch braids go under. So you grab from one hand. I'm going to do the right hand. Go under the middle and bring it over to the left side. Then you go under. You just repeat the process from one side to the other side. Right now it doesn't look like much. It doesn't look like anything right now because this is the beginning. The beginning step is always the tough part. But I'm just doing the same thing that I've been doing the whole time. Grabbing from one side, bringing it to the middle, but I'm going under. If you go over, it makes it be a French braid. We're doing a Dutch braid. Does this hurt at all? No. You want to have communication with your prop, as she is today, my prop, because you don't want it to hurt them. We're not trying to hurt them. We're trying to help them. See? If you guys could see that I did the same process. One side, bring it from under. One side, bring it under. It's really doing the same thing. It's an easy process. You look a little down, like that, guys. I'm going a little slower. So that I won't make a tangled mess. Because if you go too fast, the bottoms, these strands, because I still have 3 strands of hair, they get into a big mess and it hurts trying to take it out. When you're at the neck, look down please. Some people like to end right at the neck, but I'm just going to keep going down. You have them look a little down, look a little up I guess, because you want it to match up, yeah. You don't want it to just going to go all the way down. When you get past the neck, you don't have pieces of hair to grab, so you just work with what you have. You have your 3 strands. Go under, under, right under, left under, right under, left under. Do the opposite of a French braid. You may be wondering why a guy has to be watching this, but it's still a good thing to have a guy know how to braid any kind of braid. This is just one of the many types of braids that there are. It's not just a girl thing. Can you tell me elastic? You want to keep your stuff together. You don't want to have to stop right here and go find elastic. You want to just have everything together, like I've had. You gotta be organized. So this is her braid. That's a Dutch braid. Now this is the part where I take the scrunchie out and grab the comb and just do the same thing that I already did on the first one. Sorry, I pulled her hair. It's still a little damp by the line. Grabbing strand of hair. Look up. Thank you. Make it into 3 pieces like I've done before. Remember, we're going under, not over. So we start from this, under. Now it's the same process. It may seem different because it's a new piece of hair, but you're doing the same thing as before. You don't want to make a tangled mess. Okay, question. Darren, what's your question?
What do you do when you kind of want to like undo it? Like
when you want to take it out?
Yeah.
When you want to take it out, you take the elastic out, then you carefully take out each strand because you don't want to pull their hair. Any more questions? Cadence, which question?
I was just wondering, how long did it take you to learn this? Because it seems pretty challenging in the beginning.
It took me a while to figure out the difference from a French braid and a Dutch braid, but YouTube always helps. That's where I learned. Any more questions? Okay, right now we have, can you down please? I am at the neck again. Okay, I have a question for Cadence. When you're at the neck, can you still grab pieces from the head?
No. I know that because on the other half of the head that you said that you weren't able to.
Yeah, you won't. You're not able to do that because there's no hair left. I think that's an excellent observe. Now I'm at the neck. I'm just going all the way down. Some people like to match it up so that it ends at the same spot as the other one, which I'm gonna do. Can you have any elastic? Okay, I have a question for you guys. Is this a Dutch braid or a French braid?
Dutch braid.
How is it a Dutch braid? What's the difference from a Dutch and French braid?
Because you put it under instead of over.
I think it was the opposite of the French braid.
Yeah, it's the opposite. Some people call it as an inside-out braid because it's inside out. These things, these hair pieces are poking out because they're inside out. Do you guys ever wear your clothes inside out?
He does. Oh, that's it. No, this one has this.
This is a thing where they purposely make the braid inside out. Some people don't like it, but some people actually do like it. Now, this is a term that I learned. It's called pancaking. What do you think a pancake? What do you think pancaking it would do?
Probably make it flatter.
Okay, what do you think?
Actually, I was gonna say flatten it.
Okay, pancaking it. If you guys can't see, you can stand up. But look it. You grab these and you pull it apart. Pull it. Pull it. Does it look like I'm pancaking it, or is it just a weird term?
It does. It makes sense.
You pancake it all the way down. Some people like it like this because it's more voluminous and out. Makes it look like she has volume hair. Or they like it tight if they are doing sports. They're having their hair out of their face and it's not just there. Okay, would you feel like, okay, I have a question. Do you feel like it's still harder to learn? Like, was this still hard to learn when I showed it?
I mean, when I was looking, then it did seem a little confusing at the very beginning, but then I think I definitely do understand it a lot more than I did before.
I hope you guys have learned something. I hope you guys have learned something from today's demonstration, and thank you, Courtney, for being here today. And thank you for you guys for sitting here and watching and learning these different types of braids and the Dutch braid to be exact. And thank you for anyone who was out there watching it remotely. And if you have any questions, YouTube is always there to help.
Oh, round of applause.